Good morning. This is Mr. Music. I wanted to give you a little quick tutorial, some information that will help you with your assignment today working with Google My Maps. Okay, so the first assignment, it's kind of like play, right? But play with a purpose. So you can see we have the map of the United States here, and you can probably see my little hand here, and you can left click and hold down that left click to grab the map and drag it to look at different places. But your first assignment, or the first question or the first task, excuse me, was to give the map the name My Maps Practice. And actually, you know what? Let me get rid of that first direction. So put a pin on your house. So we're all using the same map. That's why I didn't want you to change the name. That's why I deleted that direction. We're all on the same map. So first thing you want to do is type in your address right up here. And that's the quickest way to get to your house. So if I start typing in my address, and then it may find it, but you can see here this is Bob White Lane in Indianapolis. That's definitely not me. I'm Bob White Court, and they actually still don't have mine, and that's okay too, because if I just type in 600 Bob White Court Bakersfield and hit enter, it still finds me. Okay, so and it automatically adds a pin there. And so the first thing you want to do is add that to your map. Now, usually in the next assignment, you're not going to have addresses to find, so you won't be using the search tool. But to add a pin, you'll just use this little button here. So I can show you that real quick. If I click on that, I can add a pin right over here to where Quellwood is, which is what they're going to ask you to do later anyways. So I drop that, and then I want to name my pin, and I'm going to name it Quellwood Elementary. Okay. And if you notice on your tasks, one of the things I asked you to do is write in who the principal is. So you could write in who the principal is right here. Okay. And I'm going to save that. And you can always go back in and edit this later. If you forgot to add something or you want to add something else, you can always go back and edit it. Okay. Now, later on, you're also going to need to change the color of these pins. So you're going to be in different teams. So if you need to change the color of the pin, you'll notice right over here, that first pin, 600 Bob White, and then there's a little paint bucket. If I push that, I can then change the color of my pin. And you can also change the shape of your pin as well. So you can make each of your countries can be distinct shapes. There's more icons to choose from. Don't get too carried away on this part, because obviously you have other things you need to be doing. But once you get everything done, if you want to maybe play around with your icon, don't use the gun though. You can. Okay. So you can see I changed that icon. But the colors you don't have any choice in. Each team has their own color. So that's how you would change the color of the pins, just right up there. We could change the color of the pins. Okay, another thing you're going to be asked to do is draw lines. So to draw a line, you're going to use this icon. So you click on that, and you're not going to be using any of these. You're just going to be adding a line. So you click on that, and you can see your mouse gets pretty small. You may want to zoom in. And you can zoom in by using this plus and minus button here. You can also zoom in using the scroll on your mouse if you know your mouse functions well. But if not, that's okay. Just use the plus or minus button to zoom in or out. So now I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to draw it starting at Quellwood and ending roughly at my house. Okay. Oh, and then double click to end it. Now, I want to give this, I clicked on my house, but I want to give this line a name or tell something about it. So I click on it and then I edit. So this line is distance from, or we'll just say line from school to home. And then I could say, I could give more details here. You know, this is where I work, something like that. But later, I'm going to be asking you to draw lines between you and other countries that, or other groups that you had conflicts with, and then here you would just describe those conflicts. Okay, so I'm going to save that. And then if I exit out of here, I can see everything on my map is now clickable. So that pin that I dropped at Quellwood, if I click on that, I can see what I typed. To see what is on the line, I believe you either have to get right on it, or yeah, the easiest way is to come over here and click on line from school to home, and then it'll tell you the details. And notice here it even tells you how far apart it is. Okay. Now, another thing I'm going to be asking you to do potentially is measure distances. So to do that, you would click on that, and again, the line kind of measures the distance for you, so you may not need to use this one. And man, your mouse is it gets so small, it's hard to find sometimes. There, I found it. So I can measure the distance this way as well. Okay, and then I could go to another point, another point, another point if I wanted to. So the line that I just drew was 3.33 miles long. Okay, just for an example. But notice that line goes away. That's just a one-time measurement. It doesn't stay there like this line does. When I click draw a line, see, this line stays. And if I click on the line, it'll tell me more information about what that line is. So these are all things that you're going to be doing with your Google Maps. So again, these are the main tools you're going to be using up here. You're not going to be adding directions, but you're going to be dropping markers, you're going to be drawing lines, and remember the lines also will measure distance for you. And then you also may click over here, because if you want to change the color of your pin, or if you want to add more information. For example, on my house, if I wanted to, I click on my house here, it pops up, or I could click on it on the map, but now I can edit it and add in more information. So here lives Mr. Music, for example. Okay, so this is how we're going to add detail. Okay. All right. Again, you can always pause, rewind, go back to this video at any point. And also, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to raise your hand. All right. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this assignment.